Well, hello and welcome back yet again to another Tao Daily Tarot. Thank you very much for being here as we get into early December, and we're just a couple of days away from that new moon solar eclipse. You are welcome whether you're a first timer, long timer, or cross watcher. Doesn't make any difference. You're always welcome. Red carpet always put out for you. Glad to have you on board. Now, for the first timers primarily, let me do a fast review. What makes this tarot reading different from all others? Well, first of all, it's archetypal. 8 to 10 cards from 4 different decks. Very simple, very clean, very Tao-like. And that is really unusual because it's just down to the bare bones, the basic stuff, because that's what it's all about. I want to make this understandable. I want to make this accessible to you. I want to make it empowering to you. And with that in mind, we focus on frequencies. No predictions, frequencies. A manifesting frequency, brand new manifesting frequency every day, because I do a brand new reading, Tao reading, every single day of the year. I also do something called the Hyper Shuffle. That makes it different, and I get the reading in about a 10-minute window. That certainly makes it different because a lot of tarot readings run 20, 30, 40 minutes, sometimes an hour to 2 hours. 10 minutes, that's it for you right now, every single day. Alrighty, so that being the case, I mentioned something called the Hyper Shuffle. That's where it all begins. Let's begin there. And there you go. There is the Tao Daily Hyper Shuffle for today. Let's get to the manifesting energy I talked about. Between worlds. Wow. And the number 3 up here, that means movement. Between worlds. That pretty much sums up your life, everybody's life, over the past couple of years at least. Maybe it's been like that all of your life. You just never seem to fit, to find your spot. Well, that's about to change. You're going to shift. But right now, you're finding yourself in between worlds and deciding, what do I do? The new moon solar eclipse on the 4th will be very helpful in helping you determine how to handle that situation. You will have a decision. The choice, lovers, always a decision, always the possibility. And so because of that, you do have a choice. And it may be romantic, although I don't think so for most of us. What it will be is a choice between two things. Should I say you love? I don't know whether even that's an appropriate word. It's two things you are familiar with, two things you are connected to on some level. And because of that, it makes the decision, or has up to this point made the decision, very difficult. That's why you're stuck between two worlds. Should I stay in the past? Should I go forward? Both are kind of scary. Alrighty? One is a little more familiar, certainly, but still, there's that element of fear, the choice. Two things that you are connected with. You want the passion back. Page of Wands says you want it back. The pages always change the storyline. You want the passion. You want the enthusiasm. You want the juju back in your life. You want to get up in the morning and feel semi-excited about the prospects of the day. That's where you're headed. And that is what is in large part going to guide you. Here's another page. Page of Swords, again, the storyline changes. You get new information, you get new input, you get new insights. Something comes in that is a little different. And it changes everything, changes the course of your life in some way. It may seem small, but this thing is going to expound out. It's going to grow. And with it, so will your vision of your future. So these two cards I pay a lot of attention to. Page of Wands, excitement, enthusiasm. Page of Swords, new information. And just to kind of keep your eye on that new moon eclipse coming up on the 4th. That may help out tremendously, because at that point, you may be able to move forward like the Queen of Swords. She knows what's true. She knows what's real, and she is real. Very, very plain spoken. Very direct. Very clean about the whole situation. There is not a doubt in her mind. She knows what her truth is. And if you don't know right now what your truth is for you, that's the journey. That's the journey that you're going to be taking. and it begins on the 4th or shortly thereafter with that new moon eclipse. We go here forward now to the Queen of Pentacles, knowing the truth, having their accurate information. And that's really important, having honest, real, accurate, fair, balanced information, something that has been rare over the past couple of years. In fact, actually even longer than that. Once you get that information, once you get that insight, you never go back. And you know your value because you have accurate information. You can assess yourself, your life, how they fit together or don't fit together. That's what gives the Queen of Pentacles the advantage. She knows for a fact what her self-worth is all about, and because of that, it makes for a very, very powerful connection. And in fact, this is the time for you to act like the emperor in your life. The emperor is the one that hands down the rules, right? The emperor is the one who is the authority figure, right? Leadership, structure. You decide. Do not let that decision-making come from outside you. You make the decision within yourself. Yes, I know stuff's going to come down, rolling down the hill, and it's going to come at you. And you go, well, yeah, but they're making the decisions. Well, ultimately, we all do individually. Will I accept them at face value? Will I challenge them? Will I modify them? Act like the emperor in your life. There is something in your life right now where you have to make a decision. You have to move forward with leadership. Again, it will be, here's the vice versa card facing forward, right? Got the Knight of Swords. There is that piece of information or some sort of revelation that just makes the difference. And I wouldn't necessarily look for something big or earth-shaking, but it will be big and earth-shaking as it builds down the road. That's where it might fool you a little bit. It is going to get you to change your mind. You're doing that already. This is, of course, is the guy turned upside down, right? Yeah, of course. Hanged Man. This is in reverse in the vice versa deck, meaning this is what's going on inside of you right now. You're still sort of unclear. You're close. You're very close because we got that new moon eclipse. And I can't emphasize enough, the 4th of December, very important time for you to get up and get moving. But you are taking a look at things from a different angle. You're getting different information. And because of that, you want to leave the choppy waters and go back to the smoother waters. You've had enough of the grief, the aggravation, the consternation, whatever word you want to use. Life has been tough, been hard. Maybe all of your life, but certainly the last couple of years, you haven't been able to depend on much of anything. But now you have the information, 6 of Swords, and you are leaving town, period. You're going to go to where it's better, even if it is a place in your head, strictly. It's your view, it's your attitude towards stuff. That will make the difference. Bam. So there's the reading for today. Please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Very important. That way the folks at YouTube know that you support this, and they will help support me grow the channel for you, because it is all about you. I do a brand new read, as I said, every day, 365 days a year. So I'm going to be here tomorrow. Hope you are too. But if you're not, between now and the next time you and I have a chance to talk a little tarot together, blessings.